Hi everyone, welcome to week 2. I was really impressed with the quality of work that most of you submitted for your week 1 assignment. Remember that when you create a business letter, you need to make sure that you include all of the essential letter elements. I'm not going to read those for you here in the lecture, but just remember what you need for a business letter. Like you guys mentioned in your discussion, there's a distinction between a personal letter and a business letter, and so if you're working for an organization, you're going to be doing a business letter. I wanted to show you an example. So here's an example of a letter using the block style. So you have the inside address, the date, you have the salutation, and the body of your letter, and then your signature lines here, and if there's any enclosure. For your assignment, they did ask that you include an envelope, and adding an envelope is really simple in Word. All you need to do is go to the Mailings tab and click on Envelopes, and then that's going to pull that address right in for you. Okay, and then you can add it there to your document. Another thing that this assignment asked you for last week was to save your letter as a PDF. So you were going to go File, Save As, and then when you do Save As, tell it where you want to save it, and then you're going to save it as type. You want it to save it as a PDF. That's basically a picture of it. If you send it like that, nobody can do anything to it. But for this exercise, I just wanted to see that you were able to save as a different type other than the default Word. Okay, so that's that part. This week, you're going to learn how to create a table, build an effective resume in a table, select data in your table, format your table, apply different styles, and use a template to create a resume. The text will walk you through using the templates. I find them a little challenging at times. Sometimes it's easier just to start from scratch because you need to know the basis of the template, but they are nice to be able to use. I'm not going to read all this for you. Here's a link that I provided for creating an effective resume. So if you clicked on your control key and then clicked with your mouse, it would bring you to this website. And it's all kinds of information on creating an effective resume. I suggest going through it. The text will also talk to you about the different types of resumes. It talks about the chronological, the functional, and the combination resume. So you want to make sure that you look through each of these and make sure that you find the one that's best suits your needs. There's also I have a link here for featured templates. So if you, again, click Control, hit down your Control key and click. Here's different templates. So here's a personal letterhead, resume. So different featured Word templates that you can use. And you would just click on one of those and you would save it to your computer and be able to work off of that. Here's a different resume for you. So they do have some good options for you to use out here. I've also provided you with a link to the Purdue OWL resume workshop. Purdue OWL is the Purdue Online Writing Lab, and it helps you with all kinds of information. It has stuff on writing papers using MLA, using APA. It has information on writing a resume. So if I were to click and follow that link, the same thing, I'm going to come up to Purdue Online Writing Lab. Here's a resume workshop. Talks to you about what is a resume, how to build your own resume. So I would definitely suggest going through this website. It's always great to have a good resume built. You never know when you just might need it. You just want to keep it updated all the time. Another thing you want to be sure to do this week is to go to the Labyrinth course site and watch the videos under Chapter 2 and complete the Word Chapter 2 assessment. So if I were on the Labyrinth site, Word, we're on Chapter 2, creating a resume in a table. Here's your learning objectives. Here's your course overview, and here's the 2 videos I want you to watch. So there's creating tables and there's selecting data with the mouse. So you want to go ahead and watch both of those. And then there's a self-assessment quiz. You want to go ahead and take that self-assessment quiz as well. Then the lecture will go on to tell you that you have a discussion question this week. You have a reading assignment, chapter 2 of your textbook. You have a written assignment. Again, I'll go over this with you later. I'll do another video for you, but there's 2 parts to this assignment. There's to complete the project grader inside of the Labyrinth website. You have to do that. It's part of your, yes, you completed it, or no, you did not complete it. But you also have to complete the Extend Your Skills W2, or E3, and you need to upload that into Moodle as practical assignment 2. So for each week, I need 2 things from you. You get credit for doing the W2 P1, and I know some of you had problems with it. It marked you 0. It's really picky because it's a computer that's grading it. So if you did something like added an extra space, or if you did a parentheses where one shouldn't be, like for instance around the phone number, it's going to mark it wrong. So there's lots of different tiny little things that a computer's going to push out as you've done something wrong. I go back in and I look at those, and everything looks okay. I'm going to go ahead and change your grade on that. But that is not the grade that actually goes into Moodle. I'm going to grade your projects in Moodle. So when you submit practical assignment 2, I will grade that. Your grade will be knocked down if you have not completed the project grader. You don't have to have 100% of that. It's either you've done it or you haven't done it. You've done your very best. And it's it's for you to practice, just so I can see that you're actually practicing and using the program. There's other exercises also on pages 47 through 56 of your textbook, and I would suggest doing as many of those as you can. Anytime that you do more work in the program, you get more comfortable with it and things become easier. So in the very beginning, if you haven't used Word in a while, or you haven't built a table, or you haven't done some of the things it's asking you to do, it may be more challenging, but the more you use the program, the easier it will be. You have a quiz this week. It says remember that you have a quiz to take. It's 25 questions. Each question is worth 2 points, so that makes the quiz worth 50 total points. All of the material from the quiz is coming from chapter 1 of your textbook. So I would make sure that to prepare for it, that you've read the chapter and that you've gone through all of that material on the Labyrinth website. So that is it for the lecture for week 2. Let me know if you have any questions at all.